Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am super excited today because I have a special guest with me, Lauren, who is one of the co-founders of the Financial Diet. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Thank you for
Good.
being here with me today.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so Lauren, why don't you tell me a little bit about where we were before we started working together?
So before we started working together at the Financial Diet, I was currently, or I was at the time, the only person doing any of the design work for TFD, which meant that I was responsible for doing all the design work in-house. And so when there was some overflow, we finally decided that we got to the point where we needed an extra set of hands, and we looked for someone who's really talented in design work and could work across a variety of mediums, primarily digitally. So we needed someone to help with our social media, our YouTube channel, and our Pinterest primarily.
Okay, awesome. So how did I help you exactly?
So you were able to help us by, again, like I said, just providing that extra set of hands, and by taking some of that overflow of the design work that we had in-house and freeing my time to do other higher level things, and then to kind of grow the platforms in a way that I couldn't previously because it was just me. So for example, with our Pinterest, before you came on board, we really didn't have a strategy there, and we really didn't have a lot of time or energy being poured into the Pinterest. And so we were at something like 29,000 page views, and I think 2,000 engaged before you arrived. And then that was, I think, June 1st. And then December 1st, we were at I think 780,000 and
Yeah.
7,000 engaged. So the numbers were able to, you know, explode in growth. And that was because we had you on board to help us with the design work, to create these really beautiful templates, to post continuously, and to always make sure that the content was beautiful and really dynamic and eye-catching. And we think that that had a huge impact on our ability to make a dent in Pinterest, that was currently a platform, or at the time was a platform, that we were not utilizing properly. Another example would be with our Instagram. And so we have a woman running our Instagram page, and we have tons of content on there, but we were experiencing a bottleneck because I couldn't design content fast enough. And so having you on board allowed us to post a lot more content, and also, just turn things around really quickly. So that meant that the content could be more timely. And you also helped us create, again, new dynamic templates that we could use on Instagram and also post elsewhere, but that it really freed up us to kind of explore, how to make better graphics for Instagram and how to make more engaging content. Because when you have an extra set of hands, an extra designer on board, it just allows you to do better and more beautiful, striking, useful work. So that was really important for us. And then finally, for the YouTube channel, you also gave me some help there, because you ended up designing the graphics for the 3-minute guide on the latter end of your tenure with us. And so, I was busy doing stuff on the Tuesday show and the Friday show, and having an extra designer in-house helped us launch that third show, the Lifestyle Fix, because I could take on those graphics because I had you as a support system for the graphics for the 3-minute guide. And so that was an interesting thing to do with you, to work across different mediums, not only in video, but then also, like I said, on social media and in Pinterest. So that was exciting to work cross-platform with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm so exciting. All of the results, especially
Yeah.
with Pinterest. I was even shocked at the results that I was able to help you guys get with your Pinterest page.
Yeah,
And
no, it was crazy to see. It was really exciting. And, where we are with Pinterest today is just a clear, really poignant example of just how much of an influence design can have when it's utilized correctly, and how it can really make a platform sing, when it's applied correctly.
yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
So another thing that Candace, you also helped us with were downloadable PDFs that we could offer our readers as a little treat gift for when they signed up for our newsletter. And so that was something else that really contributed to the overall brand mentality that TFD can convey, which is we care about you, we want to provide you things to help you learn, and we are concerned about the continuing success of the individual. So we want to give you these resources. And that was something that was important for us to kind of be able to provide to people to download, like an ongoing resource and a tool that they could use. So you helping design those, and they came out so beautifully. They had like iconography and like really fun fonts and colors. And that was something that I think just adds brand value, and that we were very happy to have an extra set of hands to help, create. And then one other thing I really wanted to say was that, as a designer, you really showed that you were willing to take on work that was outside of your purview. Like, for example, on Instagram, like, you were totally game to create content, which is not something that most designers will do. But you remember we had those meetings where we would all come with ideas for content.
Oh, yeah.
And you would always show up with like, yeah, here are my 3 ideas. And that was something that I felt like it showed that you were a team player, and that you were willing to do things that were outside of your immediate purview, that was just like strictly design. You're like, sure, I will be on board. I can be adaptive, I can be flexible, and I can help you with things that typically like a designer might not agree to. And we were very appreciative of that. And again, it just showed that you were a really strong team player. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. And I feel like that pushed me out of my comfort zone, because I'm so used to focusing on the design, but now I actually have to think about the content. So no, that was really fun.
Style and substance, like every British Bake Off style. They've got to have style and substance.
Yes, I agree.
And then I would just like to say one other thing about you that we really appreciated. And that was always that you were super communicative. You were always very, very positive. You were a great addition to the team. Everyone really liked working with you. And I felt like that is one of the most important things that a designer can bring to the table. It's being communicative, consistent. You met deadlines really easily, and you were always vocal if something came up that you thought was going to push your time back for any reason. And I think that that is a really great combination to making a very effective designer at any operation, like at any company. And so that was really something that we enjoyed a whole lot about working with you. So we were very excited for you to have, brought those talents to the team. So yeah.
Oh,
very thankful.
So no, I'm super thankful that I was able to work with you guys. Like, I feel like I learned so much with my experience too. But yes, thank you again, Lauren.